Hello everybody, my name is Edwin Duarte Santiago and today we'll be discussing ancient civilizations, specifically the Jutes, Saxons and Anglos, as well as Celts and Druids. The Jutes, Saxons and Anglos were Germanic tribes that migrated to Britain in the 5th and 6th centuries AD. These tribes played a significant role in shaping British history and culture. The Celts, on the other hand, were a group of people who inhabited Western Europe, including the British Isles, before the arrival of Germanic tribes. The Celts had a unique culture, with complex social structures led by Druids who were highly respected members of the Celt society. The Druids served as youths, priests, and advisors to the ruling class, and were known for the spiritual practice, which they included worshipping nature and performing rituals and sacred sites. Studying these ancient civilizations, their cultural contributions is more important to understand the evolution of the society and the world we live today. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, in the following topic of this video, we are talking about Jutes, Angles, and Saxons. Jute was a member of a Germanic people who, with the Angles and Saxons, invaded Britain in the 5th century AD. The Jutes have no recorded history in the European continent, but there is a considerable evidence that their home was in the Scandinavian area, probably Jutland, and that those who did not migrate were later absorbed by the Danes. According to the history, the Jutes settled in Kent and parts of Hampshire. Uh, in other part, Angles and Saxons. The Angles were a group of Germanic settlers who arrived in England and founded the several kingdoms. They quite literally put the Anglo in Anglo-Saxon and also lent their name to, notably the area of East Anglia, and indeed England itself. Saxons were a Germanic tribe that originally occupied the region which today is the North Sea coast of Netherlands, Germany, and Denmark. Their name is derived from the six and distinct knife popularly used by the tribe. Angles and Saxons are two major Germanic tribes that settled in Great Britain and in the post-Roman period. However, most historical accounts did not distinguish between Angles and Saxons as both were Germanic tribes speaking similar dialects. Furthermore, with the passage of the time, Angles and Saxons, along with Jutes and Frisians, became a single nation known as Anglo-Saxons.
Who are the Celts and the Druids? These two ancient groups that left a significant impact on the history and culture. The Celts were a group of people who inhabited Western Europe, including the British Isles, before the arrival of the Germanic tribes. Their society was highly complex and organized, with strict social hierarchies and a unique spiritual belief system. The Druids, highly respected members of Celtic society, play a key role in their cultural and religious practice. The Druids were priests, judges, and advisors to the ruling class. They were known for their spiritual practice, which include worshipping nature and performing rituals at sacred sites. They believed in the interconnectedness of all things and that the natural world held great power and wisdom. Despite their many achievements, the Celts were eventually conquered and assimilated by the Roman Empire, leading to the decline of their culture and traditions. But the legacy lives on. and their influence can still be seen in art, music, and literature. The Druids and their spiritual practice have also had a lasting impact on modern-day neo-pagan religions. Studying the Celts and the Druids is not only important in understanding their past, but also in gaining a deeper appreciation for the diversity and complexity of human culture. Thank you.
Angles and that their settlement in England had been in Kent, the Isle of Wight, and on the mainland just north of the Solent. Their letters had been Haggish and Horsen. Modern scholarship has modified these suggestions, holding that the difference between Anglo-Saxons and Jutes were less than previously assumed, and that the Jutes were less likely to have come from southern Schleswig than from Friesland. The Angles were one of the Germanic peoples from northern Europe who occupied some territories formerly belonging to the Western Roman Empire. They settled in present-day England and together with the Saxons would give rise to the Anglo-Saxon, who later became to the English. The Saxons, in Latin Saxons, were a considering of ancient Germanic tribes linked to the Western Branch. They oldest known settlement area in Northumbria, a territory that roughly corresponds to the modern Holstein. Their mother descended in the Lower Saxony and
As we have seen,
Westphalia
ancient
and the
civilizations
states
have
of
given us great
Germany.
advances that serve to forge the way to our current life. Based on my analysis of the ancient civilizations that make up the Jutes, Saxons, Angostas, Celts, and Druids, it is clear that they were societies with rich cultures and deep traditions. These communities had a great sense of pride in their heritage and passed down their traditions from generation to generation. The societies relied heavily on agriculture and were skilled at crafting intricate ornaments and tools using local materials. They also had well-developed spiritual beliefs, and the Druids in particular held a significant role in their society as priestly scholars and intermediaries between gods and men. Although many of these societies no longer exist in their original form, their legacy lives on and continues to inspire historians, scholars, and enthusiasts around the world. This is why remembering its history and legacy is of the utmost importance, since repeating its virtues and avoiding its mistakes will help in the growth and development of our modern societies. Thank you everyone for joining me in this fascinating journey through ancient civilizations. It has been an honor to bring these incredible cultures and societies to life with the help of this presentation.